Hello, everyone. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you for joining this live demonstration. We'll give everyone a few moments to join. In the meantime, I'm going to be sharing a poll with you guys. If you guys don't mind to fill that out, that would be very helpful for us. Thank you, everyone, for filling that out. And we'll give everyone just a few moments to join. Also, guys, this is an interactive session. And when I mean interactive, it's just go to the chat, type any questions. Everything will be private. That'll be sent to Pedro and myself. And of course, if there's anything that we cannot answer because we are limited with time, then we'd be happy to take a deeper dive into your use case study. We could go and schedule a live demo if that's the best option. But see, there's more people joining. Welcome, guys. There's a poll. If you guys could fill that out, that'd be awesome. Just one question. That's all it is. We'll give everyone another 30 seconds or so to join. Welcome, guys, who are joining just now. There's a poll. If you guys could fill that out, that'd be fantastic. Also, this is an interactive session, so just go to the chat. You guys could just drop any question there that you guys have. We'll answer all questions at the end. But I think it's a good time to start. Thank you, everyone, for joining. Just looking through the names, it's great to see some new names, new faces. So thank you, everyone, for joining. So just a very quick intro. The goal of this live demonstration workshop is to demonstrate how you can go from CAD files and documents to product structure by using OpenBOM. And of course, this is an interactive session. So at the end, you guys could you could ask any questions that you guys have. Just go to the chat icon, just type it in there, and then we'd be happy to answer those. If we cannot get through all questions, we'll reach out later. And of course, if there's something that you guys want to go deeper into that we don't have time for, let us know, and we'll be happy to schedule a demo for you guys as well. So I'm happy to pass it over to Pedro, who's our customer success specialist. So Pedro, please take it over. Thank you.
Great, thanks, Jared. So we'll get started. So today we're going to see how we're going to managing CAD files, managing design files from multiple sources and combining them in a single product structure. So I'm going to go through just a few slides, just to promise. It's not going to be just a PowerPoint presentation, just to talk a bit about the design digital thread and what's our vision in terms of connecting the dots between CAD files, between creating bill of materials out of CAD, creating derivative files like PDFs or step files or STLs for laser cutting, how all that information is associative, and how you can move from multiple design sources like SolidWorks or Fusion, Onshape, different design tools like ECAD, like Altium Designer, um, to combine into a complete product structure, and how we do that in OpenBOM. So we see as having different stages of development. The first is the area of OpenBOM design projects. So here is where you can manage your design sources. If you are using tools that are file-centric like SolidWorks or Inventor, you can install a Windows component, the Workspace Manager. This will synchronize your files to OpenBOM, and you can collaborate with others and manage changes, synchronize changes, prevent overrides with log features. Then from source files, you can extract a product structure, a bill of material, where you have release data you want to share with manufacturing or with suppliers, like PDFs out of drawings, step files for CNC, or STL for 3D printing. even the accepts for from sheet metal flat patterns for laser cutting, and how you can extract that information, share with others, and see the information connected. So the digital thread has a lot of about connectivity, how you can see the data relationships and how it relates together. So let's move into OpenBOM and see our example today. So I have logged into OpenBOM. It's available through a web browser anywhere from any device. The stars of today, so have you guys seen some of our previous workshops, a lot of focus on a bike example. I have a different sort of example today. It will be around this solder station. At the moment, I have a product structure created from it already. It looks like this with different sort of components. We're going to also talk about having two different sources of design. So I'm going to show you a source where we have data coming from CAD, from mechanical CAD, like SolidWorks. So I have the solder station here available. We're going to also have another source of design, which will be ECAD and Altium. So I have one of the PCB board is designing Altium, and see how we can combine the two design sources into a single product structure. So, so let's start first with the design area and how you can manage the source file. So we have an area in OpenBOM called OpenBOM Design. So here is where you can manage different design sources. If you are file-centric, you can use the project area and create a place to collaborate with others with design files. So if you look at the station, I have all the files from SolidWorks already synchronized to OpenBOM. And all I had to do that is install this workspace manager. It's a tool that looks like this, and then just click synchronize, and this will synchronize changes and all my local projects that I have in SolidWorks. If you notice, if you are a SolidWorks user, notice that I'm using my local drive as my local projects, and then this project and all subfolders are being synchronized to OpenBOM. So you basically just need to set up a few folders where your project folder structures it is locally. Uh, like set up that folder, you can double click it to set it up, and all the data that is inside is going to be synchronized, and we can then collaborate with other users and synchronize the same folder structure, the same files with others. So this is the first place to link to into managing CAD files. It's the source of data. It's your SolidWorks native files. It's your design data. The same for Altium. So Altium is also file centric in this case. It does have other, file versioning tools like SVM. It has integration with a lot of file versioning tools which you can use. You can also have the options to use Altium 365 and cloud solutions from Altium, which by the way, we are integrating soon with OpenBOM. Just the ability to see Altium 365 inside OpenBOM design. In the same approach that you can have integration with Fusion, and you can see this design source from Fusion directly available from OpenBOM. So that's the goal is to separate design sources from product structures that you create and output from design. So if we are looking into combining these two structures, how do we move from files and folders into a product structure? So each integration in CAD tool, we have the integration with SolidWorks, where from here you can create and update a bill of material. So at any time you can update the bill of material. Depending on your settings, we will extract information from it, and it will upload and create the structure inside OpenBOM. We have the same for Altium. So if you look into the Altium integration, you have the OpenBOM commands that there, where again you can configure which sort of mapping. We already have a bill of materials in Altium, and we're going to extract that into SolidWorks. So so this component was already extracted. So if I locate this component in OpenBOM, I can open directly from here, and you have a file link to open directly. And notice that we have the complete bill of materials of the PCB from Altium inside OpenBOM. So all those components are available, and all that information is extracted directly for Altium. Now we can do the same for SolidWorks. And notice that the PCB component is actually inside the SolidWorks bill of material. So I have extracted that component. It is a PCB part file. And how do we link the two? As we can see here, you can actually see the complete bill of material inside SolidWorks. Like from SolidWorks, you only have gone to the part level, but then all the children were populated by the Altium integration. So here is where you see a complete product structure, uh, where you have two different design sources. So if you look into this bill of material open separately on the web browser, it will look like this. So we have the mechanical components from SolidWorks, the bill of material from SolidWorks, and we have the PCB from Altium that is being populated, all the children from Altium. So how are we doing this? It's just cross-referencing the part number. That's the only thing we are doing here. We have a part number in the SolidWorks file, and this part number matches the same part number as Altium. So that's how we are bringing the children directly, and OpenBOM is describing them here. So I might take the opportunity to do some recommendations if some of you are trying to create and do this sort of synchronization between MCAD and ECAD. I'll probably will do some example and some recommendations to how you could do it. So firstly, I recommend to use an IDF file instead of SolidWorks ParaSolid. So you can export this information directly to ParaSolid or in many different formats. So which one to choose? You can choose the SolidWorks file format ParaSolid, but I don't recommend to use that one because it's quite heavy on resources. So let me just show you one example how complex that could be. So if you extract the ParaSolid from Altium, you basically will have too much detail. So it looks beautiful, some of us love this sort of 3D, but it's actually very slow. Like it's slow, and it creates a lot of sub-assemblies which you don't need for this point. So the format I recommend if you are looking to do this sort of exchange is using the IDF file format. So you can export as IDF. So I'll show you where. So you can export as a IDF board, and you can then import this to SolidWorks, any SolidWorks version if you are using SolidWorks. Let me give an example. That's how you could do that. And you can import from an IDF file. It's gonna use CircuitWorks Lite. If you have SolidWorks Premium, you can use CircuitWorks completely, but it works exactly the same to import. And you just have a simplified part with dimensions. You can design your enclosure. You can do simulation on thermal, and it's all you need. The simplified part in SolidWorks. It's not an assembly, and the Ultimate integration can then bring all the children components, and you have a complete product structure with MCAD and ECAD together. So I'm just going to wait for this to complete, and we can move into showing you how we can evolve from here. So should be take a couple of minutes, and we should be good to go as a quick example. So that's just creating an example. So don't use the Parasolid. Go for IDF, and also some other recommendations on how you structure your bill of materials when combining ECAD and MCAD. So you don't need to put everything where it actually lives. Like this PCB is inside this assembly, but you actually don't need to put it, precisely where it lives. Sometimes it's good to separate ECAD and MCAD into different structures so you can manage better collaboration between different teams. So they are not so, in depth together. So it's very common in bill of materials that, the bill of materials for manufacturing is more focused how you want to manage components. So they don't need to be structurally completely perfect on a manufacturing bill of materials. So you can separate them into different root levels. So MCAD has it is a structure. ECAD has another structure, but you can always see them together and work together as a single structure. So so that's a bit the goal that we are looking to do is that the OpenBOM interface for items and products. It's where you manage and have your product structures. So you go into items. This is the released information. This is where you share this data if you want with suppliers. It's where you have delivered like PDF links. Any data that you see as released is available as items and bill of materials. The design data is your source files. It's your CAD files that maybe you don't want to share with others, just for your design team. You want to collaborate with your engineering teams. You want to collaborate with your ECAD teams. And then once you are happy, you release, you create the BOM button to send to OpenBOM, and you can use change management or create a revision to freeze and release a revision in OpenBOM in time. So that's a bit the goal that we're trying to do here in OpenBOM. So you have design sources. Even you could have a different, if we are using multicad. It's not very common that we have a lot of multicad, but that's one of the PLM dreams, is to be able to have multiple CAD tools and be able to collect information from others. Even if you were using Fusion or music, moving to Fusion or moving from Fusion to a different CAD tool, you can have a single tool to combine all those product structures and see a single bill of material inside design. So you can actually, for Fusion, you can see data inside. So it's a very interesting way to see data. You can create, again, a full complete bill of material with this design. So you can go back to your initial bill of material, and you can add Fusion data to here. So you can just add a new item and type the part number, for example, and you have the fusion structure. Uh, so that's the what you got from Fusion with all levels. And this is the product structure. You always work with on the complete structure everywhere. So even if you go back to SolidWorks and you see now the updated bill of material, notice that the full product structure is updated. So you can always see and work on complete bill of materials. So you can see that the PCB uh, data is now just updated because I just added from, again, another design source. So that's what I'm trying to show here, is that you can have multiple design sources. You have tools to manage and synchronize your local CAD data. We have tools to detect if there are, for example, duplicate file names. It can help you to get in a good quality in your CAD data. And then you start moving to a single product structure from different design sources. When we talk about the digital thread, so when we show this view of this matrix. So this is how you can navigate data in OpenBOM. So you can do something like this. You can navigate into a product where you can understand dependencies. You can understand where used, and you can see how information is connected on a single interface. So have that same bill of material open in our graph navigation. You can see the solder station, you can see the components of the solder. You move into the PCB, you see the Altium data extracted. You have full item information about information that you extract, all the properties that you collect from different systems. They are available on a single source, and you start working through a digital platform. So it's very important that you believe that this data is accurate, is the latest. You have the full picture instead of having design files in one location, Excel bombs from mechanical CAD, another Excel for ECAD from Altium, trying to combine the two, trying to then manage revisions and changes. So that could be quite challenging for even for a simple product. Imagine a complex product. And then with visualization, you can make accurate and faster decisions sooner, and have less mistakes, because just having the accurate information, it's how you can make a faster decision. You don't wonder. You're not afraid that you are not looking at the latest. You are not afraid that you need to go to a file system, go to explore for folders, look for information to make sure you can make the right call. So with OpenBOM, you just have a single system available anywhere from any device. Log in, and you can then make your decisions faster. So today I have quickly shown you how to go from design to product structures. I've shown you two different design sources, SolidWorks for mechanical CAD and Altium for ECAD, and also a quick example how to combine with Fusion. We are also bringing Fusion 365 integration. So I advise you to look into our blog in a sneak peek what's coming on the next release. So we're coming to have another source files for Altium 365, so you can see the same information on a single system and extract information for a complete product structure. So this is my demonstration from today. So Jared, we have many questions.
Thank you, Pedro. Yes, we do have one right now. And guys, feel free to type any questions that you guys have into the chats. All right. We have one right now from Paul. What's a realistic maximum BOM size to manage an OpenBOM, and with how many levels? And does the number of sources impact that performance and durability?
We have optimized OpenBOM for complex products and large structures. So we don't have a real limit. So we have many customers with very complex products like this one. It's automotive. It's a full car in OpenBOM. Obviously, if you are looking into massive structures, you can be more strategic to open levels, single level versus always opening, multi-level all the time, or trying to expand everything in one go. So if the structure is very large, you can also be strategic just to open the different levels. But there's no limitation. So the limitation will be the computing power. Our data model is also a graph database, so it's very good for structured data. It's not like, I might go into a bit too technical, but it's not like a SQL database where it needs to look for all parents. And on SQL, you need to go through, are you my children? Are you my children? So when it traverses a bill of material, it needs to actually find the last leaf of the BOM to. In a graph database, we know the connections between elements. They are saved, so that's why it's a lot faster to present data on screen. So I suggest you give it a try and understand on those last structures, and then see the performance there.
Awesome. Thank you, Pedro. One more. How do you show the graphical product structure tree in OpenBOM?
That's a great question. So we have a lot of several places to show that interface. So the first one is on our items view. You can open directly from that view over there. So that's a possible location. The other is on any bill of material. You can open the graph navigation from there. Okay, so we have two views, a vertical view and also the incremental, where you start navigating and a bit more granular investigating components and navigating. You can zoom in, zoom out. Pretty cool. So, and expanding those elements composed of, give it some space. And there we go. We have all those items there. Okay. That's how you do it.
Great. Thank you. We got more of a open-ended question, but Pedro, I'll still like to share with you. Would this eliminate the PDM system?
So if you don't have any PDM system right now, and you want to collaborate over the cloud with no sort of installing servers and VPNs and firewalls, we have PDM and lock functions. If you already have a PDM system, you don't need to replace it. We complement PDM systems very well. For SolidWorks, it's the same. You just clicking on the BOM button and extract data from SolidWorks. We actually don't care how this data is saved. So we are both compatible with having a PDM system or not having. If you don't have it, yeah, we can definitely help on PDM functions. So we have also lock and lock features to collaborate over multiple, preventing changes from multiple people. This could be a challenge with some file synchronization tools. So we can lock and unlock drawings and assemblies, and you can see which user has the right access. So you prevent changes from multiple users. That's one of the challenges of the Google Drives and OneDrives of the world. Is this if multiple people are on the same CAD file, then it creates a duplicate. So yeah, the answer is yes, you can. This can replace the PDM system. All right.
Are there any other questions, guys? All right, one more from Kevin. Does this apply to Autodesk Vault?
So Autodesk Vault, yeah, you can use Inventor, and we have an integration with Inventor. The same approach. You can just click on the BOM button, and you extract data directly from Inventor. So yeah, the same compatibility, and yeah, we then complement the Vault with more features around product management, product structures, and collaborating with suppliers.
Thank you, Pedro. One more. For the workspace manager, what do users need to be set at? Do you have enough information for this one?
So you basically just have to install it on your computer and just map the folders. So one user initially will have to sync the data up to OpenBOM storage, and then the other one will download it. The data is, once it's stored in OpenBOM, you can, if you lose your computer or your hard drive, you can just download it back again from OpenBOM. So it's just a simple file synchronization mechanism. So all you need to do is just install the workspace manager, map a local folder. Might be a good recommendation to keep the similar structures there. So working on the same structure can help. But yeah, it's just very, very simple. We took the keep it simple approach.
Okay. Guys, are there any other questions? Pedro, Kevin would like to ask, for assemblies and Inventor, does it use Pack and Go?
So we don't we don't we don't interfere with the inventor steps or creation. So you just use the same OpenBOM command. So I can open inventor and actually show you. Might take a while with having so many tools. Might be pushing a bit limits of my machine. I might close a few.
Since we are limited with time too, we could also schedule more time to go over this as well.
Yep. So the same sort of integration with Inventor. So yeah, all you need to do is click on the Create BOM tool, and this will be extracted and generated. If you then create packs and goes from Inventor, you are happy to do so. Just create a new unique part number for the new copy, and off you go. You'll have the data in OpenBOM.
Guys, are there any other questions? Of course, if you guys think of anything, just feel free to reach out, support@openbom.com. I'll leave the link in the chat right now, right there. Just reach out to support@openbom.com if you guys do have any additional questions. Those questions will go to myself, Pedro, and a few more technical people on the team. If there are no extra questions, then thank you guys very much for joining. We appreciate it. And there will also be a recording being sent out in probably about 30 minutes or so. So if there's any team members, colleagues, or anyone else that would have interest in this, please feel free to forward it to them as well. Thank you guys very much. Appreciate it. Bye-bye.
Thank you.